I'm here at Philips, Israel, and I'm talking to Irit ben Avraham, and she's a PhD person who basically is going to tell us about a fascinating piece of software which is integrating all kinds of data sources for doctors, make it simple and available so that they can have all the available treatment information available and make better decisions. Irit, this is a startup inside Philips, right? It's 6 years old, and it makes cloud-based software which integrates software from all these things. How was this company started inside Philips?
Okay, we actually started in 2016. Yeah. The concept was to take genomic data, raw data, and manipulate it. So at the end of the day, you'll get the annotation out of the raw data, and we'll be able to match it to different treatments and clinical trials based on a certain rules that we provide in the system.
Yeah, so it is the idea cancer research is really complicated, and lung research, and it comes from all kinds of different data sources. It's huge, and people get overwhelmed, or they don't look at it, and they don't take all the information into account to make the right decisions. And it is mostly a viewing and integrating software. It's not and it integrates with the hospital system.
We are informatics basically, so we capture information from different systems, whether they are external to Philips or inside Philips. We allow to present the information in a structured way, and to make the clinician at the end of the day has all the information he needs to make the decision which is optimal for his patient. So we can envision today data coming from radiology, pathology, genomics, from the EMR itself. Everything is siloed in its own place, but once we bring it up together, the physician has it all in one-stop shop, right?
And it's an integrated dashboard and everybody sees it, but you can also use it multidisciplinarity so that all the colleagues can basically comment to the case.
And they can use and review the same case from everywhere because we are cloud-based. So I'm not limited by the physical location, and I'm not limited by the time we set the meeting. So it gives me a lot of flexibility, and again, at the end of the day, the patient benefits from it because I can also consult maybe someone that is remote, but I need his opinion.
Yeah. So this is a 6-year-old company. You now have 120 people. You work in India and Brazil, America, and lots of different places. What are the results of such an integrated way to look at data and to work together with people from inside the hospitals?
I'm not getting that.
Yeah. So but because it leads to better quality. The outcomes of if you use a system like that.
Okay. So the outcomes are very clear because at the end of the day, I provide a system that makes the provider life much easier in terms of saving his time, making confidence that what the decision is taking is based on the most up-to-date data, and he's not missing anything. And on top of it, we provide different applications that address different use cases. As you mentioned, we have genomics, which allows me to dig out the relevant mutation, which are the most relevant to the patient in the scenario of his disease, to navigate on the specific pathway with the treatment recommendation coming from Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, and to early detect lung cancer patients by putting them into one system and making sure they are not lost to follow-up. So at every aspect of cancer treatment, we are there, giving an answer how to make the decision much more efficient and make sure nothing is lost.
Okay, I'm sold, I'm enthusiastic, but I'm a hospital, I have lots of different systems, I need to integrate. I'm not looking forward to have my IT department to have the burden to integrate with you. How easy is it for me with APIs, with all kinds to integrate with all these Epic systems and we have running around?
I will not lie here. We should put every side. Philips and the hospital needs to put effort in IT and integration effort. But at the end of the day, we are highly familiar with these processes. We direct and lead the teams at the hospital and what is needed. There's a very straightforward communication, which at the end of the days bring the solution in place and everyone can use it. But it comes with an effort.
So, but in 2 months you can integrate?
Sure.
And you have the teams to basically do that?
We have a dedicated team who supports integration. This is their forte, right? They are specialized in this and they are dedicated to it.
And is that normal to say be cloud-based and integrate with APIs and to be open, integrate with all these systems?
It's a very good questions that you're raising.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, because I think in medical health, cloud-based is not so common, and we see the advantage of being on cloud because it makes us very easy to install, to update. If I have something new feature coming into the system, I don't need to go side by side to update it.
No, it has a big advantage, but it's not normal. And you are a modern kind of software company, also inside Philips.
Inside Philips, we bring we spread we bring this new method of work or this new cloud-based system, and I think that a lot of units in Philips want to learn from us.
Yeah. What is the role of your company, if it has a name, of Informetics inside Philips? I mean, how does it distribute through an international company like Philips?
So Philips is one big company and we have a lot of business units and we try to collaborate as much as we can, because you can envision that if I have like packs in Philips, like the view packs, I would want to integrate with my application. So we keep a continuous discussion, open discussion. How do we integrate the different systems, and how do we make it very, flowing very easily? Yeah,
but you have to really work hard inside Philips to integrate with this business unit and this business unit, and then the outside. So you have to integrate with the whole world, but to start with Philips.
Yeah, we work hard, but we get results. And at the end of the day, if a hospital has Philips system, and he gets my application and he can use them very easily and communicate between them, so it's a win-win situation for all of us, and so it's worth investing in it, right?
Yeah. Okay, so here we are now with 120 people and going around the world. How many hospitals are using your software at the moment?
So it depends on which application. We are mostly in the United States, but I can say that 30 to 40 now, I think, in the United States, and we're just expanding now. We expanded to China market, to Brazil, and now we're starting also our market in Europe, so just more to come.
But not in the Netherlands yet.
But we have LUMC, the Leiden University, for the CRC, the colorectal tumor board, that we work together, and we are very promising that it will start being using very soon. So.
Being a startup inside Philips, do you have your own identity? Do you have your own building, or is everything just completely in all the labs? Is there a startup process inside Philips which is sort of protecting you to grow?
So we are not startup anymore, right? We started as a startup. It was a small group with a nice idea. It went, and from that we expanded to many more ideas and many more collaboration, and now we are a specific, we are a business unit, the oncology, informatics, and genomics, which provides several applications spanning over a lot of cancer areas. And even today, because we have such a good infrastructure and tools, we can now take our software and take it to other medical areas, like now we expand to cardiology. So it's amazing. You can take the concept and just evolve it and bring a lot more.
You wanted to say something about lung, about the thing, but what is your passion about it and what does it do?
Because lung cancer today is the #1 cancer killer in the United States. The problem is that when you detect lung in patient, normally it's in a late stage where it's non-curable. So we want to catch this patient early as much. And there's an initiative of doing it, but you need to have a tool to monitor this patient, follow up them, make sure they come back to do their assessment, and identify the moment where the nodules that might be there in their lung has changed. On top of it, we have many patients.
And your tools make it easy to do that?
Yeah, it's a proactive tracking system, which makes the pulmonologist and nurse navigator very, very easy for them to track these patients, to have them understand when they need to come.
And who are in this group? I mean, there are some people who are suspect to it, of course, heavy smokers, or who are the...
We can divide. So screening goes for these patients who are in a high risk, like smokers or exposed to some carcinogens, for example. And we have other part of the system which goes to incidental. You can imagine patient coming to the ER, had a car accident, and the chest CT was done. And you reveal there's something suspicious. Now, the nurse or the physician might not go over all the details because he's looking for maybe he have some rib that is broken. But we use a natural language processing that highlights these keywords from these reports. And if we identify something looks suspicious, something pop-ups for the nurse navigator. Take a look at this patient. Now I can see, maybe it's nothing. Maybe I want to further investigate, or maybe I want to put him in the screening program, right? So I don't lose any patient.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
Thank you.